The notebook sat on his nightstand. Inside were lyrics, ideas, and scribbles. But at the very back, in a shaky hand, Tom had written, "I gave it all. I hope it mattered." That sentence broke his daughter's heart, because it showed how unsure he was, even after selling millions of records and touching millions of lives. He wrote about Roy Orbison and how his voice still haunted him in dreams. He wrote about George Harrison and how he missed their quiet talks about life and death. He wrote about being tired not just in body but in spirit. But one page stood out. "If I don't wake up, tell them I was grateful. Tell them I sang with all my heart." He didn't say goodbye. He didn't leave a message for the world, but those words, they said goodbye. Fans never got a chance to hear it from him, but now we could feel it. In every song, every note, every beat he left behind, there was one more thing in that notebook, a song, never released. And when his family shared it, the world heard Tom Petty's heart beating one last time. But there was one final twist no one expected. It was called For Real, a simple title handwritten at the top of the page. When Tom Petty's family found the lyrics, they didn't know what to do at first. It was raw, honest, almost too personal. But then they played a demo recording Tom had quietly made. It was just him and his guitar. No fancy production, no studio tricks, just the truth. In the song he sang, "I did it for real, not for the money, not for the fame. I did it for love, I did it for truth, and I never looked back." It was like a confession, a closing statement. He had never planned to release it, but somehow this one song told the whole story of his life. His daughter Adria said, "When we heard it, we cried. It felt like he was still here, telling us why he did it all." The family decided to share it with the world, and when fans heard, something strange happened. People from every corner of the globe, young and old, posted the same message. "Thank you, Tom, you were real." Radio stations played the song. Musicians covered it. It wasn't a chart topper. It didn't need to be. It was a final whisper from a man who had always played from the heart. But there was more. Hidden in Tom's old recordings were fragments, small pieces of unfinished songs. Some were only choruses. Others were just melodies hummed into a tape recorder, but all of them had souls. Mike Campbell and Benmont Tench listened through them all, and one evening they sat in a quiet room and played along with his voice, just like the old days. That's when they realized something powerful. Tom Petty never stopped writing, even when the world thought he had said goodbye. After Tom's death, the Heartbreakers were lost. For 40 years, they had followed Tom's lead. Every note, every show, every tour. Without him, they didn't know who they were. They refused to replace him. There would never be another voice like Tom's. But they still had the music. And when they played it, people still showed up. Not to hear someone be Tom Petty, but to remember him. In 2019, they organized a tribute concert called Tom Petty for Real. It was emotional. Stevie Nicks, Eddie Vedder, and even Bob Dylan sent tributes. But the most moving moment came when Tom's daughter walked on stage holding that notebook. She opened to the last page, and she read his words. "Tell them I was grateful. Tell them I sang with all my heart." There wasn't a dry eye in the crowd. That night, something changed. The band understood their mission now. They weren't just honoring Tom, they were keeping his message alive. Mike Campbell said, "Tom always told the truth through music. Now it's our job to carry that truth forward." And they did. They released a posthumous album, Wildflowers, All the Rest, with songs Tom had never finished. Fans were stunned. It was like opening a time capsule of the man's deepest thoughts. But there was still one mystery left. A cassette labeled "Do Not Open," found in his guitar case, unmarked, untouched, and what was on it would change everything they thought they knew.